Mr. Casper is present in court.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thomas Casper for Trevor Lamarche.
Okay. It looks like I have Trevor appearing remotely and I have Rachel Stack appearing remotely. Stack, can you just identify yourself for the court by stating your name?
Rachel Stack.
Okay. Mr. Casper?
Judge, as I indicated yesterday, we withdrew our motion withdrawn. The court allowed me to be here in person today because I have another matter at 10 that's in person with Judge Camille. As far as this case, though, I did receive an affidavit from to the temporary response to the complaint. The overriding concern here, there's been a number of extensions and still nothing, so I'm a little confused with
All right.
what she's doing.
Ms. Stack, so I see you filed a financial affidavit on May 11th, but I never saw an appearance or an underlying answer. So we're trying to get a sense of what your intent is here in the case.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to continue to represent yourself?
Yes.
All right. There is a document that needs to be filed called an appearance. It's a form that gets with the clerk's office. It has an address and an email address that you would include on that so that council knows where to send documents to you. You'd also be submitting yourself to the jurisdiction of the court by doing so. So I'd like you to file that. Can you do that in the next what's today? Before Friday, June 4th?
Yeah.
All right. If you don't do that, it is possible at some point a default order could be entered against you. But I want to give you additional time to do that. And then I want to see, I saw you filed your affidavit, but I don't have any responses. It looks like there's a petition pending about temporary support and temporary parental responsibilities. And then there's the underlying petition, which was filed March the 3rd to establish parentage and for an allocation judgment. So I need to know which things you agree to and which things you deny, and those are done in a written response that needs to get filed.
Okay.
Maybe, do you know, let's strike that. Let me pause right there. Do you understand everything I've explained so far? Those are things that you need to get done. I know last time we discussed about parenting, some strong opinions about that. And I had reserved your parenting time until further order. So what do you intend to do? Why don't you tell me what your intent is here in this case?
File the appearance and get the questions answered that you need. I've been emailing with, because there is like child support set up through Wisconsin. So I've been emailing back and forth with my child support lady. And she said that she's emailing back and forth with the Illinois unemployment and with Illinois. That's about as far. I'm waiting for her to email me back.
Okay.
Because I've asked to email or fax over something to you.
So like those would be really
there's-
important to put in an answer.
Okay.
Have a case number for Wisconsin?
I'm not sure. I think I can. Ooh. Let me see. You want me to try and look it up?
How long would it take you to look it up?
Like a minute. Because I can log in and everything.
All right, you go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to ask Mr. Casper what he's proposing today. And so you'll have to look for that and listen at the same time, okay? Mr.
Okay.
Casper?
She's had 3 extensions. I'd asked for her to be defaulted. I don't understand what the problem is, and I don't care about the Wisconsin case, at least at the moment, as it relates to this. She's had a number of extensions, and she didn't manage to file the financial affidavit, so she knows how to do this. I don't understand how there's no appearance and no response. If the court's going to give her till June 4 over my objection to file the appearance, I would propose an order that says over my objection, she has till June 4 to file the appearance. say June 11th to file those answers, and let's bring it back after that for hearing on temporary and hearing on my continued request that should be defaulted.
And if I defaulted her, then what would be the next step?
Then I would ask for, he would have majority parenting time and her times.
But I
reserved
still have to have
for
a
court
hearing
reserved.
on that. Do you think she'd have a right to participate in the hearing, even if she was defaulted on the underlying issue as?
I think she would not. I think, and it's a simple matter of filing a deny, I don't want to walk her through how to do it, but I understand how 3-4 times in this hasn't been completed, just the paperwork, so we could be at issue.
Is your client aware of any Wisconsin child support
I've never
proceedings in
had that
Wisconsin?
discussion with them, so this was news to me when this was brought up the last time, so.
All right, Ms. Stack, so the request is that I would default you today since I gave you time at the last court date. What's your position on that?
What does defaulting mean?
You haven't filed an appearance or an answer and it's been way past the time to do so. They want me to default you and proceed without you.
I'd prefer not, because I mean, like I said, like I've been in contact with the child support lady here for her to get in contact with.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know because nothing's been filed in the case. And you haven't filed an appearance in the case or any answers. So why haven't you done that since the last time?
I haven't been out to Woodstock. I've been out in Kenosha. I've been in contact with Trevor and our daughter.
On April 12th of 2021, I gave you an additional 14 days to file your appearance and file your response, and you haven't done so. Why didn't you do that?
I wasn't able to get out to Woodstock. E-filing online it doesn't work through my phone. I've gone to a library to try and do it.
All right, so there's a form you could file with the clerk's office that would exempt you from e-filing, but you do need to get here and do that, and then you need to get these
Okay.
things filed. What is
Okay.
the difficulty in traveling to Woodstock?
I'm sorry.
What is your difficulty in traveling to Woodstock?
My radiator went out on my car, so I temporarily got it fixed for now. So I'm able to get out there now. I know you said you wanted me to file the appearance by Friday.
My thought would be appearance by Friday the 4th, responses the 11th, continued hearing on the 29th for either the ongoing sort of temporary issue, which we have a Band-Aid on right now. So I appreciate that. But to June 29 at 9:30, ongoing temporary issue, temporary relief, as well as my sort of ongoing request that should be defaulted. I think that would give more than adequate time. Over my objection.
Ms. Stack, I'm going to grant you one request, the final request for an extension or objection. You must get those appearance filed by Friday.
Okay.
You must get your filed within the next week.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reset the hearing date for June 29th at 9:30 a.m. You may appear in person if you need to. I have your
Okay.
financial affidavit, but there's some other documents that you're going to need to produce, like pay stubs and your last year's tax return.
Okay. I do have the case number from the child
What is it?
support.
Please tell us, what is it?
000
Yeah.
718 1368.
And that's from a case number for the Wisconsin Department of what?
I just signed into the child support website through Wisconsin. It's through Kenosha County.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You're
If you
welcome.
have copies of any of those orders, make sure attach them to your answer.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you June 29th at 9:30. If you fail to do these things, a default order will be entered against you and the case will proceed in your absence.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Line 18, Brennan and Cav-